instead of compare the pair, it's compare the spares. Even before its release, Andrew Lownie's upcoming book, entitled The Decline and Fall of the House of York, is already causing a stir. Or perhaps more accurately, a right royal migraine. Serialised extracts in the Daily Mail have raised eyebrows and flushed cheeks in equal measure. And it prompted me to revisit the very first episode of this show when we dissected Harry's memoir Spare, his recounting of Taliban kills, a frostbitten penis and a teenage romp in a horse paddock. While Spare was a personal memoir, entitled is decidedly not. And that distinction does matter. That said, both books speak to a broader narrative. Let's start with the thread of entitlement, that regal delusion that one is born beyond reproach. It's a condition that seems to disproportionately afflict the Spares. Poor judgment and self-indulgence run deep, and for years the firm was in overdrive protecting Andrew and Harry from themselves. Before the 24-hour news cycle and the rise of social media, that strategy may have worked. In Prince Andrew's case, the palace arguably overreached in its damage control, which likely impacted both the Queen's standing and the monarchy's credibility. As Josh Glancy wrote in today's Sunday Times, it amounted to a doting mother's complicity. But the internet doesn't sleep, and neither do the paparazzi, so the clean-up is much more difficult in the digital era. Prince Andrew's disastrous Newsnight interview and Prince Harry's role in Megxit laid that poor judgment to bear for all to see. Both men detonated their respective credibility, and the fallout continues to smoulder. There's no PR strategy robust enough to reassemble those reputations. Exile and silence remain the only band-aids for those particular bullet wounds. Then there's a question that no one at the palace seems able to answer. What do we do with these bumbling rogues? Andrew and Harry are weeping sores, seemingly allergic to good advice. Most of us navigate family dysfunction in private, via the odd passive-aggressive text. The Windsors, however, do it via the international media and Netflix specials. The skin is lost in full view of the public. For the King, it's his brother and son, and for William, it's his uncle and brother. And as they carry out their duties, championing causes, engaging in soft diplomacy, smoothing over political barnacles, they must also contend with the constant anxiety. What fresh impropriety from the Spares will dominate the headlines next? This is what internal decay looks like, and it falls to Charles and William to ensure that it doesn't further erode the institution of the monarchy. For the monarchy to survive and thrive, it must do more than endure scandal. It must evolve beyond it.